What's up, everyone? So it's Monday. You know what time it is. It's Tools of the Week. And we'll review the tools from last week. And this honestly could have been called Tools I Almost Never Use and didn't realize it. Because I had to find a reason to use most of them. I did use them all, but didn't really need to this week. We'll start with the snap-on ratchet. I think I used it once on some spark plugs, which it's really good for spark plugs, or if you can't use power tools for some reason. But other than that, it's okay. For spark plugs, it's great. If you're doing a bunch of 4-cylinder spark plugs that are right on top, this thing's awesome. But I really didn't have a bunch of spark plugs to do this week, so didn't really get a chance to use it a bunch. So we'll leave this one until a later date, and I'll give y'all an update on it. This guy, it's great for certain things. The right angle or the 90 degree, just certain situations. But honestly, the 45 to me is a better buy. So if you can only have one, get the 45 degree, because the 90 doesn't quite have the usefulness that the 45 does. Let's get to the Matco wrenches, the ratcheting wrenches. They're fine. I like the length on them. It just seems like everything I was needing to do this week, I've grabbed one of these first and then realized I needed like a flex head or an offset. So with ratcheting wrenches, you definitely either want to do something with an offset or with a flex head if you're only going to have one set of ratcheting wrenches. If you're going to have a bunch of sets, then hey, these are great. They do have good reach. The ratcheting mechanism it's a really good thin head design compared to gear wrench or I think another one, I don't know, other ratcheting wrenches, but it does have a pretty thin design on it, so it does get in there and ratchet pretty good in tight spots. But if you're trying to get down into something, it just being a straight wrench does hinder it. And then last, the CT9075, which I used it a couple of times this week, but I really don't use it that much unless I'm trying to do something pretty stuck, or a large heavy duty suspension or something like that, because it's so heavy. I have other power tools that they don't quite have the power it does, but they'll still get the job done. So it's like I think I said it last week, it's like a security blanket, just knowing that if I have to break something loose, I know I can. So to me, it's still worth it to have, just because if I didn't have it, I'd be sitting there with a ratchet straining, or a breaker bar or something. Alright, so this week we'll get into some more useful stuff. So first, I think I talked about these a while back, about a week ago. These are the Snap-on 388 ACF, the angled cutters, and they are a decently long handle. They're not the longest, but they do have a long handle, and they do have a good bit of offset on them. I haven't really used these because I've always used the Knipex, but this week these guys are going to get their shot. I know I'll be able to use those because I use the Knipex all the time. Second, mid-length Matco, not ADV, these are the real Matcos. Mid-length metric 1/4-inch impact sockets. I have used these for a little while, but I'm gonna put them to the test this week and let you know what I think about them. And then this week I actually did 2 power tools. Got the long neck snap-on 1/4 inch. Part number is CTR 717. So I already have been using this, but I thought I'd throw it in here this week. All of these, except for this one, I haven't really used this that much. All of these I've had for a while, but I thought I would run through them because these are some of my favorite tools, and I thought it'd be fun to give a review on all of them. Instead of having to make one video for each of these things, I'd throw them into one video with several different things. And last but not least, so we got the snap-on 1/2 inch last week. This week we're going to do the Milwaukee. This is the mid-torque. It is the 2861-20 1/2 inch mid-torque impact. And I'll save my review of it until next week, just introduce it, but I think y'all know how I feel about this thing without me even having to review it. This thing has got some go for its size. So that's it. These are going to be the 4 tools for this week. Last week's tools, I didn't really have much use for them, so nothing really came in that I needed those, so I didn't have a chance to really put them through their paces. But I'm gonna make up for it this week, because I know at least these 3 tools, I use them every day. This I will be using every day because I'm gonna set the Knipex to the side for a week and really go to town with the snap-on cutters. I actually am going to go live tomorrow night I think I'm going to do it around 6 to 6:30 Central Time, and that's PM. Tuesday, August, what is that, the 3rd? 4th? Something like that. Anyway, it's Tuesday. It'll be on Tuesday night. So we're going to go live, so watch out for that. About 6 or 6:30 Central Standard Time, so 7 or 7:30 on the East Coast, and before you get off work out west, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, until then, like the video, comment. If you have these tools, tell me what your thoughts are on them, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.